Hello everyone and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on the Sony PS2 PS3. I am one more sheep yet again, and previously we came back to Traverse Town and tried to look for Sid in order to figure out a bit more of the secret of the gummy that we picked up previously. Now in this part we're going to continue with Traverse Town and actually lock the keyhole of this world, so no more Heartless should be able to get through. Well, that's not exactly what... No more Heartless should be able to destroy this world, I should say. But first things first, now we need to head into the Gizmo shop and do a bit of a little assault course, if you will, in this store. Now the big problem with this segment coming up is I actually can't remember too much about it, just because there's a bunch of switches inside the Gizmo shop that we need to push after we've done something involving a bunch of enemies. Now, what is the purpose of these switches that I'm pushing in here? I can't actually tell you. I can't remember what to get from it. I can't remember if it unlocks a chest somewhere or what. Which I apologize for, but hey, them's the breaks. But basically, whenever we go in here, you're basically greeted by a gigantic gauntlet of enemies that we need to fight and take care of. And this fight goes on for quite a little bit of a while, so just use your summons, use your spells, and use Donald and Goofy to the best you can to kill them all, so you can traverse into the next area. That's what Luigi likes to know. Oh, why did I go into Luigi voice then? I don't know. But yeah, Simba's pretty useful by here, especially when it comes to having all those Rhapsodian magical wizard things that float in the air. Because those enemies, like I said previously, are awful. I do not like those enemies. They can be such a pain to deal with. Fortunately, I don't think too many enemies will spawn, so just keep blasting back and forth, killing all of them as quick as you can, and you should be good to go, I believe. I think this is the last wave by here, actually. Hey, at least we leveled up. That's always a plus. It's a plus to our HP, at least. Oh my god, how many of these guys are there? It's the fact that they're throwing big, large bodies at us. That's the thing that's really getting me by here, because the large bodies just... I don't like these things. They are awful creatures that need to be taught a lesson. That's all there is to it, really. And those bat enemies drive me bloody batty, I'll tell you that much as well. They're no Batman. They are no Batman. But anyway, because what we did when we activated electricity is you can see all the gears and stuff turning, and a lot of switches... Well, not switches, a lot of platforms have elevated since we last came in here, allowing us to actually platform our way up and activate a bunch of these switches that are on top of the cabinets. What do these switches do? Again, I can't actually remember fully, but I think, if I remember I think they unlock a chest somewhere. Or they give you an item if you get everything. I can't be too sure. It gives you a little do-do-do-do-do noise to say something's good's happening, but that's about it. So I just assume they open a chest or something. Anyway, leave through the back entrance, and you might notice the ladder from previously that was on the opposite end of the wall. Now it's on the right side of the wall, allowing us to actually climb up. And when we get up to the top, we're greeted by more enemies to kill. Oh, great! And I don't like these enemies by here just because they have a very bad tendency to fly off the edge of the building, which means you can't really take care of them easily. Because otherwise you'll fall off the edge and you have to find your way all the way back around up here, and you'll have to kill them again. It's very awkward, very freaking awkward to deal with. But once these guys are dead, you will need to utilize your brand new red Trinity abilities to open up the doorway. One good tactic though is to stay quite far away from the enemies whenever they go off the edge and get Donald and Goofy to sort of nuke them the best you can. Or just try and keep as far away, and eventually the enemies themselves will respawn to try and catch up to where you are, so you can do one or the other. Anyway, that's all I'm done, is open up the wall. Bing, bang, boom. And you'll see the string by here. Just pull in a string 3 times, because this will activate the boss battle of Traverse Town, allowing us to battle for everlasting glory and peace. Whoa! So yeah, 3 times. And Bob's your uncle. It's like the Nintendo rule, I like to call it, whenever you have to do something 3 times. Because Nintendo have a tendency of having the number 3 being very prevalent in the games, I found. Especially in the Mario games. Oh well, no matter. might just pop down and see what's up with this keyhole. So far it seems pretty safe. I don't think any big baddies seems to be likely to pop out of nowhere and attack us, right? Nah, nothing's gonna happen. Well, I was wrong. Guard armor again! Now, because of our improved strength, guard armor Bayou is exactly the same as he was the first time we fought him, and as a result of that, he doesn't last very long. In fact, he lasts so little time that he's basically phase 1 of the boss fight, because he actually transforms. That's right, folks. He transforms. Guard armor has a super form. Not many bosses in this game actually have a second form, so it's quite interesting that guard armor has it. Whenever he tumbles apart like this, he's transforming. And what he basically does is the equivalent of what I used to do whenever I was a kid. I used to get these toys when I was younger, and I used to flip them upside down, and I used to call it the evil version of this character. That's essentially what this guy does by here. He turns himself upside down. Some people call it lazy, but that's a Square Enix. We call it innovation. Number 1. Yeah, this is reverse armor, folks, which is basically, like I said, the evil version of guard armor. Woo! And for the most part, his tactics aren't very much. He doesn't do much. He just sort of floats and lets you hit him for the most part. And to be honest, you just need to watch out for his arms and legs to attack you. After a while though, after you do quite a bit of damage to him, he will start using his actual main body as a full-blown cannon. And this full-blown cannon, it hurts. It bloody hurts. This full-blown cannon will be quite painful unless you block it, which will shoot the energy blast back at the guard armor, well, reverse armor, or you could dodge out the way. I don't have guard right now because of reasons, so I'm gonna have to roll out the way, sadly. But hey, just boop him up, and hopefully I get some AP up pretty soon so I can get my guard ability. There's only a few fights in this game where guarding is really good, but, you know. Although, one thing that I'm saddened about this entire series as a whole, actually, I must say, is, you got loads of fights with these big hulking monsters, but you rarely get to fight other people, as in, it's rare you fight other swordsmen and stuff. And for some reason, I find them to be the best fights in a series. I don't know why, they just seem more grounded and down to earth than giant behemoth monster that you have to jump up and attack. Of course, another good way to dodge his pellet energy super mega buster move is basically by attacking him constantly, because you'll be so close to his body that sometimes the energy blast will just flat out go straight over your head, and if you're lucky enough, your attack will parry it. So yeah, that's another way to sort of deal with this. Not the way I recommend, but you can deal with his attack by that. Of course, as his body parts start to explode, it becomes a bit harder to actually hurt, just because there's less hit. It's very hard to hit him when there's less things to hit, less hit points. But for the most part, this boss fight goes down just as easy as the first one, if not easier than the first one originally was, because now we actually have the healing ability, so we can literally push L1 and X if you use my specific customization options, which I always go for in this game. I always push L1 and X to heal. So there we go. Boss fight, pathetic. We can take him down no problem, and he's just about done now. So with that, bye-bye reverse armor. I'll see you on the other side! Because, you know, the other side of the coin is the reverse side. Yes, I mean, I'm explaining the joke too much. I shouldn't explain the joke. Anyway, I got a nice AP up as well. So there we go. Bye-bye. Looks like we went backwards compatible. Huh? Oh, he better back off. Arrow. That's a good move, actually, arrow is. If we use arrow, we can actually block ourselves from damage. I'll explain it a bit later on, because we'll need it later on in the game, so. Alright, with that, now that we got this navigigi piece, let's go back and see Sid. I believe we should. Although, where am I going? This is not the way to Sid. This is not the way to Sid. So, oh, I'm trying to get that chest. Okay. But yeah, let's go back to Sid and see if we can get hold of him. That treasure chest there, you can get it right now, but it is quite awkward to jump onto that platform, so we're just gonna ignore it. There's nothing very important in there anyway, trust me. I pick up all the important things in the game, don't worry about that, people. I mean, even if I miss Dalmatian puppies, we're still gonna speed montage where every single one's found. So, don't worry. If you want to use this as a guide to get everything that's required for the hidden ending, go for it. Anyway, Sid, what's happening, man? You know, for some reason, he says he'll give us a big discount. I don't believe him. I really do not believe him. But there we go. Give him the second Navigummy piece. And he's gonna go and hook it up. Well, he's not gonna hook it up yet, but he will hook it up later on. This second Navi G piece, we won't be using until quite a bit later on in the game. And also, you might be wondering what I'm buying by here. These are gummy ship items. You need to purchase some of these if you want to improve our gummy ship, which we're going to do next time. We're going to make our own customized gummy ship, folks. That I'm going to skip 90% of because it is exceptionally boring to watch. You do not believe how boring it is to watch. I know I watched these back like 5 times before and after I do the commentary, so you know. But hey, with that folks, that's the end of this episode, so thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you enjoy, blah blah blah, don't be sheepish people, and I'll catch you all next time when we move on to the next set of worlds and customize our gummy ship a bit more. Thanks for watching people, see you next time. Bye!